Hi folks, this video is all about limits involving infinity. As we saw earlier, the first step in finding a limit is to plug in the number. If we get 0 over 0, then we know that we have a whole. And we have steps for finding that limit. Those steps were described in a previous video, but they were factor, rationalize. You might have to use conjugate pairs when you're rationalizing. Complex fraction, you might have to find common denominators and add like terms and things like that. And then with piecewise functions, we talked about looking at the left-hand limit and the right-hand limit. Well, if we get a number like 5 over 0, well, that's not a number, but if we get some kind of result like 5 over 0, then it will be some kind of vertical asymptote. Okay, so the four possible graphs are shown below. You might have an asymptote where the function is going two different directions, like in graphs 1 and 2. In graphs 3 and 4, the asymptote on the left and right of the asymptote, the function's at least going in the same direction. Alright, so in each of these cases above, the limit is undefined. Okay, as we're going to 3 from both sides. It is still undefined. Now, this undefined, a lot of people use the letters D and E. Does not exist. That's fine too. Now, however, we'd like to give more information and consider the left and right hand limits. Okay, so the left hand limit of graph 1 we're going to say is negative infinity. Don't have any room. Graph 2, x goes to 3 from the right. X goes to 3 from the right is at positive infinity. Look at graph 2. Graph 2 is at the top right. Graph 2 is at the top right. This is going to be infinity, negative infinity. So from the left, infinity and negative infinity. Graph 3, infinity, infinity. And from the graph 4, negative and negative. So it is okay if you said that a limit is equal to infinity, as long as it was infinity on both sides. But you would say something like, it does not exist, but it does tend toward infinity. Limit does not exist, but it does tend toward negative infinity. Okay? All of the answers, again, are undefined there.